Have you ever wondered how two independent companies can come together to achieve a common goal? This, in essence, is the concept of a joint venture. Joint ventures are strategic alliances where two or more businesses come together to pool resources, share risks, and exploit mutual synergies. They're like business marriages, except they're usually project-focused and have a defined end date. Joint ventures can take various forms, from simple collaborations to the creation of a separate entity. Think about Sony Ericsson, a perfect example of a joint venture, where Sony and Ericsson combine their expertise in consumer electronics and telecommunications to create innovative mobile phones. Companies opt for joint ventures for a multitude of reasons, ranging from accessing new markets, sharing operational costs, to leveraging complementary skills. They're a powerful tool in the business world, but they're not without their challenges. Understanding joint ventures requires a look at the benefits they offer. Let's dive in. So, what are the advantages that make joint ventures an attractive business strategy? Well, a significant advantage of joint ventures is the shared risks. Instead of shouldering the entire burden alone, each party in a joint venture shares the risks and the potential losses. This is particularly beneficial when venturing into unknown markets or starting large-scale projects. Access to new markets and distribution networks is another pro. Through a joint venture, companies can tap into the other party's established markets and networks. This can lead to an increase in market share, a broader customer base, and enhanced brand visibility. Moreover, joint ventures often lead to an increase in resources and capacity. Whether it's financial resources, human resources, or even production capacity, a joint venture allows companies to pool together their assets. This can lead to economies of scale and enhanced capabilities to undertake bigger projects or orders. And let's not forget about innovation through combined expertise. When two or more companies come together in a joint venture, they bring their unique knowledge, skills, and experiences to the table. This diversity can foster innovation, leading to the creation of new products, services, or processes that would have been challenging to achieve independently. To top it all off, joint ventures can also lead to improved competitiveness. By combining resources and expertise, companies can strengthen their competitive position, whether it's in the local market or on a global scale. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There is a flip side to this coin. The very factors that make a joint venture attractive can also become sources of conflict if not managed properly. Differences in culture, management style, or even business objectives can lead to disagreements and tension. With all these advantages, it's easy to see why joint ventures are popular, but they are not without their drawbacks. So, before jumping into a joint venture, it's essential to weigh the pros and cons carefully. In our next section, we will delve deeper into the potential pitfalls and how to avoid them. Stay tuned. Despite the numerous benefits, joint ventures also come with a set of challenges. Let's unpack these potential pitfalls to help you make an informed decision. First off, conflicts of interest. What happens when the interests of one party start to diverge from the other? This can lead to disagreements and tension, hampering the smooth operation of the joint venture. It's like having two captains steering a ship. If they're not on the same course, you're in for a rough voyage. Then there's the issue of uneven contributions. In an ideal world, all parties would contribute equally to the joint venture in terms of resources, time, and effort. But we don't live in an ideal world. One party might end up shouldering more of the burden, which can breed resentment and strain the relationship. Cultural clashes can also pose a significant challenge, especially in international joint ventures. Differences in business practices, communication styles, and societal norms can lead to misunderstandings and misinterpretations. It's like trying to play a game where everyone's using a different set of rules. Finally, there's the potential for failure if objectives are not met. With multiple parties involved, there's a higher chance that the joint venture will fail to achieve its goals. This can result in financial losses and damage to reputations. It's like climbing a mountain together. If one person stumbles, everyone risks falling. But remember, every business venture comes with risks, and joint ventures are no exception. The trick is to be aware of these potential pitfalls and take steps to mitigate them. This could involve setting clear objectives, establishing a fair division of labor, fostering open communication, and putting in place mechanisms to resolve conflicts. While joint ventures offer a lot of potential, the challenges they present cannot be overlooked. So, if you're considering a joint venture, weigh up these pros and cons carefully. It could mean the difference between a successful collaboration and a costly mistake. Given the pros and cons, How do you decide if a joint venture is the right move for your business? This question is as essential as it is complex, and the answer isn't a one-size-fits-all. It all comes down to several factors that you should carefully consider before taking the leap. First on the list is the compatibility of the companies involved. Does your potential partner share the same values, work ethics, and business philosophy as your own? A successful joint venture is built on a strong foundation of mutual respect and understanding. It's like a marriage. Both parties need to be in sync for it to work. Next, clarity of the goal is equally crucial. Both companies need to have a clear understanding and agreement on what the joint venture aims to achieve. Whether it's entering a new market, pooling resources for a big project, or sharing expertise and technology, the purpose should be well-defined and aligned with both parties' strategic objectives. Then, we have the terms of agreement. It's important to have a well-structured, legally binding agreement that outlines the responsibilities and expectations of each party. This agreement should cover everything from financial contributions, profit sharing, management roles, to dispute resolution procedures. It's not the most glamorous part of a joint venture, but it's arguably one of the most critical. Lastly, potential for long-term success should not be overlooked. A joint venture is not a quick fix or a temporary solution. It's a long-term commitment. So, you need to assess whether the joint venture has the potential to thrive in the long run. This involves evaluating market trends, financial forecasts, and the overall viability of the venture. In conclusion, deciding whether a joint venture is right for your business is no small feat. It involves a thorough examination of various factors, each as significant as the other. It's crucial to weigh the benefits against the potential risks before making a decision. After all, the success of a joint venture lies in the balance of these considerations. If you decide to pursue a joint venture, how do you best prepare for it? Well, there are several steps you need to take to ensure that your joint venture is a success. Let's delve into them. The first step is conducting thorough research. You need to understand your potential partner's business model, their strengths and weaknesses, and their market reputation. This will help you identify how you can collaborate effectively and what potential challenges you might face. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more you know about your partner, the better positioned you'll be to make informed decisions. Next, setting clear objectives is crucial. Both parties should have a clear understanding of what they hope to achieve through this joint venture. Are you looking to expand into new markets, develop new products, or gain access to new technologies? Having clear objectives will provide a roadmap for your joint venture and help keep everyone focused on the end goal. Drafting a detailed agreement is another important step. This document should outline the roles and responsibilities of each party, the financial commitments, and how profits and losses will be shared. It should also include provisions for resolving disputes and the process for exiting the joint venture. Having all these details in writing will help avoid misunderstandings and potential conflicts down the line. Lastly, establishing effective communication channels is key. Open and transparent communication will foster trust and collaboration between the parties. It's important to set up regular meetings, provide updates, and be open to feedback. This will ensure that everyone is on the same page and working towards the same objectives. In conclusion, preparing for a joint venture involves thorough research, setting clear objectives, drafting a detailed agreement, and establishing effective communication channels. These steps might seem daunting, but they are crucial to ensure the success of your joint venture. Remember, as in all business endeavors, preparation is key. Preparation is key to ensuring the success of your joint venture. Scene script. Joint ventures can be a powerful tool for growth, but they're not without their challenges. We've taken a deep dive into the world of joint ventures, exploring their many facets. Let's quickly recap. On the upside, joint ventures can provide access to new markets, shared resources, and increased capacity. They can be a stepping stone to growth and expansion, acting as a catalyst for innovation and creativity. On the flip side, these partnerships can also come with their fair share of downsides. The risks include potential conflicts of interest, differences in management styles, and the potential for uneven distribution of profits or losses. Before you dive into a joint venture, it's crucial to weigh these pros and cons, assess your readiness, and prepare adequately. The steps towards a successful joint venture involve careful planning, clear communication, and setting realistic expectations. Remember, the success of a joint venture lies in the balance of benefits, risks, and thorough preparation.